What is up, guys? It's Asher here, back with another video today. Today we're going to be looking at the new Prodigy FX4 750 Glow. These things are pretty sweet. I'll have to show you in like the dark what they actually look like when they glow. I will say it takes a second for them to glow, but once they charge, they stay glowed for a pretty good amount of time. Also today, we're going to look at this brand new Reblend F7. You would think it being an F7, it's pretty flippy, but honestly, that's not what I have found so far. Let's take a look at them real close real quick. You gotta love the Reblend. For those who aren't very familiar with Prodigy, Reblend is their recycled plastic, which is very cool. I actually had two of these, but unfortunately I threw one in some tall grass and then I tried to find it with a mower, and well, I found it, but we won't be throwing it today, unfortunately. Check out these Lunar Souls FX4. The FX4 is one of my favorite Prodigy molds, now in 750. 750 is probably their longest lasting, most durable plastic. Basket on this hole is right there. So this is kind of going to be a nice little hyzer shot here. I just want to throw these off the tee on hyzer and see if they'll hold. Back when I was throwing exclusively Prodigy for a short minute, the FX4 was my furthest flying disc. Well, I have got a chance to throw these a little today, and I'll say they're a little flippier than I expected. They're definitely not flippy by any means, but we're going to see if I can smack this one on hyzer right here, and just see if I can, if it holds the hyzer. We'll say that. Yes, it held the hyzer pretty good. Take two on throwing on a fat hyzer. We'll see what it does. This hole's only like 250 feet, but I'm trying to get loose here a little bit. Oh, it flipped up nicely. Yeah, we're in circle one. That was pretty nice. First throw today with this F7. F7 is kind of interesting because the edge is kind of blocky, if that makes sense. It's a very unique style rim. It feels pretty good in the hand, and it's pop top. But I'm going to try to throw it on probably this angle of hyzer right here, let it flip up, and maybe hopefully it'll fade back to the basket. We'll see what it does. Throw this little inside gap. Alright, not a flip to be seen at all right there. I've got a really sneaky suspicion that this F7, when beat in, is going to turn into a really fun, nice disc. I'm going to throw it flat. I gave it too much credit. Straight down the pipe again, see if it'll turn a little bit, and then fade to the basket. Wow. That was not a great throw, but that was probably in like 2 degrees hyzer. Still no flip up. Inside gap on a little bit of anhyzer. We'll see if we can get it to fade towards the basket. They very much hold what you throw them on. The FX4 is incredibly straight from what I've seen so far. If you're going to put it on anhyzer, it's going to kind of stay on anhyzer. If you put it on hyzer, it's going to kind of stay on hyzer. You guys have seen this hole before. We've got probably a 240 foot tunnel right here. Only about 15 feet of wiggle room. If I can actually throw this F7 like a man, I think it's going to go really straight and be really nice. We'll see what happens. Big tailwind here. It's going to make it more stable. I mean, a lot more fade than you'd think still. I mean, that's pin high, but it really stabled out. 240 foot hole here. I'm going to throw these FX4s as if it's 300 feet. Try to really give them a chance to go in the basket. See how far I can push them straight. Okay. Now that I had a little bit of snap, I really like how that released on a little bit of hyzer to turn to smidge. See if we can correct on that. Not a great correction. By the way, these do come out August 14th. Go pick them up. Hopefully 1010 will have some. If they do, use code Asher5. Get yourself 5% off. If not, buy them straight from Prodigy. Get yourself 10% off. Asher10. Support the channel. Next hole we have probably 320 feet. I'm going to try to throw a forehand through this gap, let it flip up and ride. I haven't given this F7 the respect it deserves yet. I cannot believe how beefy it is. I'm actually going to, chop it over a little bit, just on a smidge of anhyzer on the forehand. We'll see what happens through this forehand gap. On the forehand, you see where the -3 comes in. I think I could hyzer flip that one. All right, I'm going to try these FX4s on the forehand. I'm going to throw them on hyzer. I know they're going to be a little flippier probably. Just straight at the basket. That one held a little more than I expected. I'm going to do a little less hyzer here. We'll see if I can push the 300 feet. Oh, yeah. Ooh. On the forehand, the FX4 is pretty spicy. Backhand too, but it's effortless distance on the forehand. We're about 300 feet from the basket. I'm going to try to hyzer flip this. We'll see what it does. This is the F7. On forehand, I think it could be very fun and workable. Oh yeah. Flipped up and rode nice. It's pretty early in the morning, so I don't know how far I can throw these. But these FX4s, I'm going to actually try to launch them, and we'll kind of see what kind of distance we're rocking with. And they fly so nice. This is the definition of a nice woods disc, because you can really shot shape or throw dead straight. Crushed. Guys, that's about all I have for you in this video for these. I will say the F7 is going to be really cool. Going to keep throwing it. It's interesting as far as angles go. It should be really flippy, but it's not, which is interesting. So that'll be fun to kind of beat it in and see what happens progressively. Out of the four new molds that they came out with, well, 4 new plastics, they've had the molds around, I would say the PA1 is probably my favorite. The D2, probably my second favorite. FX4, probably third. The F7 is cool, but if you know my game, I don't throw a lot of flippy anything. So, and it's really not flippy, but that scares me to have a disc that doesn't necessarily do exactly what I think it's going to do. So, in turn, probably not going to throw it a ton. But if you're interested in that particular F7 or the other one that I hit with a mower that is a little bit lighter now, comment F7 down below, and I will put you in the giveaway for the next video. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'm out here giving away a disc every video. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.